Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome to WCS Challenger Europe, as we are in the playoffs to determine our 4 players, which will feed in to WCS Valencia later down the line. My name is Kyle Harris. Alongside me, as always, is good old Johan Todd Merlot. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Went for the feed-in intro here once again, and I guess it just works out. Excited to see what players will be advancing onto the straight into the group stage number 3 over in WCS Valencia, and pocket themselves a few WCS points and some cash as well. Some petty cash.
Some petty cash.
Just 10 grand.
There's a lot on the line.
A G-roll. So.
Oh no, here we go again already. Yes, that's right. $10,000 is on the line today, as well as tomorrow, of course, because the playoffs is spread over 2 days. And also 1,000 WCS points will be distributed amongst the players here as well. We can take a look at the bracket to inform you as to how things are going to go down throughout the next 2 days. We have a double elimination bracket. This is the top part, the top 8 players of the upper bracket, as you can see here. And all they have to do, technically in the upper bracket, is win themselves 3 series, and then they would qualify for WCS Valencia. Now moving on down to our next 8 players, of course. You can see everyone representing. Stefano gets rewarded by going up against Cyril in his first round. Congratulations for doing well on ladder.
A poison gift, I think they call it at this point. It's going to be a tough match, but Stefano, didn't he already play against Cyril in the last one?
Maybe.
And then I think he had a really close series as well. He was like a 2-3, and then Cyril won the whole thing.
Cyril's good, man. Cyril's good. Let's take a look at the lower bracket as well, just to inform you as to how the structure is as a whole. Now, everything in the upper bracket is best of 5s. In the lower bracket, we have a lot of best of 3 rounds. Apart from that, losers round number 4 there, you can see at the very end. That round is best of 5s, and it is very important because the winner of those 2 matches goes on to WCS Valencia as well. And that is our bracket as a whole. 2 from the upper bracket will qualify directly through, and then 2 from the lower bracket in that losers round 4 will be able to qualify as well. For now, we're going to be starting things off. I have HeroMarine going up against you, Thermal. Mr. Todd, you have another match, I believe, that we can check in with later.
It's going to be a Zenster against, Elaser against Harstem. I don't know. I thought these were the matches that stand out the most, but there are so many good matches. Like, you know, Snoot against Tiello, I would have loved to be able to keep an eye on, but we can't cover everything. Luckily for you guys, there are a lot of streams out there that are going to be covering different games, so make sure you check them out as well. And yeah, I'm sure you will.
That's true. That's
You'll need the 4 or 5 monitors, maybe even more.
Truly awesome stuff. I think that technically our schedule, we will have around 4 best of 5s on the main screen that we're going to be covering, but Todd will be in some of the other ones as well, just kind of keeping us updated as to what is going to be going on. So, without further ado, we can jump into our first series of the day. It will be a TvT, and a good one at that, as we have spawning down to the bottom right-hand corner. In the blue, it will be HeroMarine, and up to the top left-hand corner, we have Liquid Thermal, Liquid Thermy, whatever he wants to call himself nowadays. And he had a bit of a rough time for WCS Jönköping Challenger.
Yeah.
Didn't even get himself through to the playoffs, but this time around really kind of pulled it out, and he's here now looking to compete against the very best.
And remember when we did the Challenger for Jönköping, it was actually 4 Zergs that made it.
Yes.
So looking to see if maybe some Protoss out there and here can make it today. Remember, if we send 4 players again directly to Valencia, beautiful sunny Spain. I looked it up, by the way. Stefano, it was during the Austin qualifiers that he had a 2-3 against Cyril and then a 2-3 against Namshar, who are pretty damn good players, to be fair. Like, the ZVZ must be all right.
Both of which just qualified through to Jönköping, I believe. We had Namshar qualifying through it, right?
Yeah.
Out of those 4 Zergs. But of course, this is the Valencia Challenger, and HeroMarine made a good case for himself towards some of the later rounds in the Jönköping one, but
it's a fresh start. It's a clean slate, guys.
It's a clean slate, that's right. Get your chalk out, start drawing your plans up, because HeroMarine would love to go to Spain, maybe.
You know, HeroMarine was actually just streaming
Yeah.
Before this went, like we went live here, he actually hosted us, thanks to him.
Oh, thanks, mate.
But I think his last game was against Showtime. he wasn't successful there. So that would be cool to maybe see them rematch, and that would happen in the next round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Showtime's playing Zenster, so if both of them win, he might just get a quick rematch from that one ladder he just lost in.
God, the lineup's so good.
Yeah, it's so stacked.
Second round. Oh, by the way, your opponent might be Showtime. Or even Zanster. Zanster proved some very, very strong games for us when we were watching him a few days ago in the Open Cups. So the Reapers didn't really go out too far. They just wanted to scout out for proxy locations to start things off. Not too bothered by that. Very, very mirrored builds, really, at the moment. Just a slightly later gas for Thermal, but not by much.
You know, HeroMarine currently on ladder, by the way. Rank 8, 12, and 14.
What?
Yeah, he has 3 accounts.
I was gonna... That's monstrous.
Yeah.
Because I actually saw a barcode in there. I'm like, I wonder who that barcode Terran is.
And Thermal, slightly below that, 21 and 24, if it's any indication.
That's impressive. Yeah, HeroMarine has just kind of come on leaps and bounds. I remember back when I was on Mousebot, and HeroMarine was a young 15-year-old guy, didn't really know too much English. It was kind of hard to draw information out of him. We did a little show about like how to teach people some Terran stuff. It was difficult to get the info out of him, but nowadays you talk to him and he never stops.
Yeah, he talks quite a bit on his stream as well.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't think too many pros like to, play and commentate at the same time just because he takes a lot of the focus away. But he's been able to do it, but now it's a different story. He closed up his stream. Now this is serious business, guys. He goes up against a very strong Thermal, who in TvT I'm sure is quite good as well. I'm not sure ladder rankings will matter here if HeroMarine loses this one.
No, probably not. All right, we're going to have a Tech Lab switch out here, so maybe get some Ravens in for both players. Again, I get that Tech Lab is HeroMarine as well. Patrolling on the edge with his Viking just to make sure nothing can come in early, but very mirrored builds. Just a slight few sprinkling extra of Marines on the side of Thermal.
Yeah, Raven starting at the exact same time there. Both players gonna wanna use some of these auto turrets. I want to actually do they harass, because that's gonna be a little bit of a gamble, obviously, if you go across the map and then you get attacked at the front. And in this case, HeroMarine is the one moving out here. He wants to be aggressive with this. He's gonna get spotted though. Oh, the Hellion!
Run away! He's alright. He's a happy chappy. He's gone. He's gone. Let's see what's going to happen at the front. We had one Hellion that looked to be scouting on the other side. And this one already died as well. Oh, geez, I'm rusty. I'm observing. Oh, God, I've got to get into shape, Todd. Oh.
What's happened? A 1-day break?
Yeah.
Makes a difference?
It does. I can't believe. To be fair, these sleeves are not the best for this. All right, we're fine.
Imagine the evolution of esports. Wardrobe. You have to wear cufflinks eventually.
I think the better bit would be wardrobe for observers. You think Funker would just outright reject it?
Probably, yeah.
Oh dear.
He rejects any sort of call time anyway. So
It's actually, it makes it, having a shirt with these kind of cuffs makes it very difficult because they go up against this, like the edge of the table. It's a bit weird, but...
The dilemma.
There you go. I'm a poor soul, Todd. Oh, I'm so hard done by.
Okay, so apparently, for how many units have died so far? Almost nothing.
Nah. Yeah. Nobody wants to put on any pressure, really.
Not that much. Neither player really committing to doing damage. But for now, they're going to be expanding. And I can tell you, we're going to see a ton of Marines and a ton of tanks.
Yep. This will be the good old TvT. Maybe with some of that Raven harassment going down later on. Thermal's just got Marines positioned on the edges, though, to make sure he could see if something like that was going to happen, as the Raven here for HeroMarine is skirting around the entire edge of the map, and it will cross the path of this Marine, so it's already good spacing here for Thermal.
Yeah, I wonder going into this, if either player wants to try something drastic, because maybe he's done worse against the other one on ladder, which in this case might have been Thermal. I don't necessarily think so, but Thermal is definitely the one between these two that definitely leaves a lot more, his mark on his games in terms of build order and uniqueness, right?
Yeah.
Like he has a very, very specific style, which even though for the most part, you know, in TvT, it's not like you can go completely off the reservation. You have to stay on the fairly standard routes. There's always going to be a few things here and there that HeroThermal does in a unique way.
On the way, down for HeroMarine as well. And this Raven on the left-hand side was shut down nicely by Marine positioning by HeroThermal. Had to drop an auto turret to deal with it, and then he just replaced the Marine again. But the Cyclone's coming in to clean this up, and then trying to open that up for the Raven later on. HeroMarine, wisely though, realizes if there's Marines down to that bottom left, there's probably Marines up to the top right. So he sent his other Cyclone up there to look for them.
Yeah, that's a big move out here already from HeroMarine. He's going to go forward. Taking a supply lead here quite nicely. Macroing very well, I guess. And he's going to be following up his 1-1 upgrades. Look, it just finished. The armory just finished. It's beautiful. 2 sensor towers immediately start behind this. And he's getting another factory, so maybe willing to slow down here momentarily.
Sees this going on. I wonder if he has any units in the main. I'm going to check in a moment while the siege tanks do harass. Getting a little bit of damage done. There's quite a few Vikings that were there. He didn't react to this, even though it was in sensor tower range for quite a while.
Yeah, that's weird.
Himself about 8 worker kills with that.
What's the Viking count for both?
We have 7 against 1.
Okay.
Oh, we might. Oh, we got the Raven. Nice snipe out. If those Vikings had gone any further, there could have been more death there.
2-2 now starts for HeroMarine a bit earlier.
He's just been prioritizing medevacs more so. Yeah, 4 medevacs against 0 currently. He wants to be a bit more aggressive. But the sensor towers, as you mentioned before, potentially shut that down.
Yeah, those can be very good at spotting anything like that, like a big drop, and getting in position to defend that. But HeroMarine looks more comfortable here so far. Like a way earlier 4th base, still the healthy supply lead that is built, which is, they have and about even worker count, is mostly in the army then. HeroThermal is like on the defensive, to be fair, so far in this game. Like he's really the one staying at home. Like HeroMarine is the one making stuff happen. And remember, on that map, one of the biggest weaknesses is when you get pushed on towards your natural, and then somebody sieges below the area. And I think HeroThermal, that may have been where he was heading there. HeroMarine kind of knew that was coming, so he positions himself in the middle of the map to stop that before even going for his own kind of attack there. But that's interesting. Even the Cyclones are there.
Yeah.
They're going to do a lot, potentially.
Yeah, they're good. I don't mind. Oh, okay. The little siege tank at the back, he wanted to zone that out. So he's going to take the trade. Do quite well about it. Technically, up until this point, it's been a very passive TvT, but...
That's going to supply block him. In the meantime, HeroMarine almost engaging on the left-hand side. Liberator, they're going to clean up. He needs to pull back here. Lots of tanks get cleaned up here behind this.
Still the harassment continuing on here for HeroThermal.
Try back up.
Sure.
This is what they were built for.
Yeah.
Doing a couple of things and dying.
And HeroThermal here seems to have believed that he's won this little engagement, but there's 4 medevacs worth of units loaded up on the left-hand side. He killed the sensor tower on the right, did HeroMarine. So that could be opened up for later use.
He's done some good damage, I think, with this, but this attack here is still very scary from HeroThermal. 2 tanks in production at once here for HeroMarine, who's looking to do a big drop here. Oh, that's another sensor tower he could knock down.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
How many tanks? HeroMarine have?
6 versus 8.
He has 2 less, but he's about to get 2, so I guess he's going to equalize those numbers.
Yeah. Liberators are the big problem at the moment. He has good control of
that
this
was Thor! Pick up! Woo! That guy can like buy some time, maybe shoot at some of these Liberators, because if they do end up go down, like the only thing that HeroThermal has going for him really is that he has the air control.
Yeah.
But you can negate that by scanning consistently. Having a sensor tower to know when to scan.
HeroThermal's army, that's the army he's going to have on the other side of the map. He has to do something with it.
There is a timer on HeroThermal right now. He needs to be the one pushing. He needs to be the one making something happen. But right now he's not.
Yeah.
He's being too slow. HeroMarine is just going to get more forces. Okay, that might be an overextension here. You can't engage quite yet.
All of this is siege tanks and Vikings. This is the Marines at the back, and the Vikings are going to pull back for a moment. In fact, the entire army is. He's looking for an opportunity to push maybe at the 4th location, I suppose. But this is all, as you said, there was a timer above his head, and his army is vastly inferior, especially if he's guns in there and snipes out some of those siege tanks while they were on siege. That was perfect by HeroMarine to start off. Marines are coming in from the back as well. And HeroMarine's aggression and play in that first game, unparalleled by Thermal. Oof.
And actually, just before that, Laser against Harstem game 1 concluded. Very uneventful for the most part.
Okay.
Like Harstem tried to do some harassment, oracles into charge lots, War Prism harassments.
Yeah.
Just kept on macroing. And Laser just did the typical Laser. Ling Bane into Hydralisk, did an attack, and Harstem just died.
Oh.
So usually I would load a replay and like show a moment, but I'm like, I'm not even gonna do that. You can picture Banelings rolling in and killing everything that Protoss has. Like we've seen it before, and we're gonna see it again. So we're just gonna go ahead straight into that game number 2 here in a second.
I have a party invite from Mr. HeroMarine. Then he removed me from the party. I requested to join his game.
That feel when you're not cool enough to party with your Marine.
I know. The kingpin of Meltdown.
Yeah. To be fair, all you have to do is go there when you're partying with him.
I've only... it's funny, because as much as we have a Meltdown in Cologne, I've only ever been once.
He's been once too, per evening.
He's been once, and he
it's
never
a pretty
left.
cool place, actually. Like,
Yeah, it's nice.
You know, like, okay, many years ago, maybe like 10 years ago, there was like internet cafes, right, that you would have to pay and stuff to pay to play for a while, but it still was pretty expensive. Now internet connections are so good that most of those have gone out of business. So you can go to Meltdown, and then you got a bar that's got some sick non-alcoholic beverages, by the way. I can attest by that.
Oh, do you like them there? I've never tried the
Oh, they're very sugary, so don't have too many of them either.
Okay.
But like they taste pretty good, and they have PCs. You can just play ladder.
Yeah.
Do you just play anything you want?
The one time I went there, though, it was busy.
Yeah.
Like, busy. So there was no way I was getting on a PC. But
hey, you know what to do, right? Yeah, you go behind someone using a PC, you put your hand on his shoulder, and then you wait until he leaves, because it's very awkward.
I like that tactic. All right, let's get into game number 2, because things are already happening in this TvT. As we do have spawn in the bottom left, it's going to be HeroMarine, and spawning very close to him is going to be Thermal. Uh-oh. So, Thermal having none of what we saw last game.
Especially after a map loss like this is not that surprising. I really wonder whether HeroMarine will check for that or not. But even if it doesn't, we've seen in the past that it's not the end of the world. You can definitely defend. It's a lot about saving that first Reaper, getting Cyclones or Hellions out quickly enough that you can defend the first wave, and then once you're safe, you're in a pretty good position because you have way earlier starports usually, then you can expand quicker, do everything faster basically.
So, Tech Lab.
This could be Marauders.
Yeah. Ooh.
Or you spot on the high ground with the second barracks. So a very different proxy to what we may have thought here.
Yeah. This is cool. It's rare we get to see the Marauder proxy nowadays.
Yeah.
Double Marauder proxy.
Shells finishes so quick. Yeah, this is a huge commitment. He's not even going to spot on the high ground, or no, he might have to anyway.
All right, this is cool. I always forget how quick concussive shells finishes.
Yeah.
It's very fast.
I guess if there is no bunker, you don't need to spot on the high ground, right? You just move up the ramp, take down the 2 depots, supply block your opponent, and then you might be even able to bunker rush him. And what is he going to have? 1 or 2 units? You just shoot them with concussive shells and they end up dying. HeroMarine playing safe so far, but if that guy gets caught, concussive shells finished, he's going to have to react so fast. Oh! Can he get it? Oh, wow. That's dead. Huge, actually, yeah. And now these guys are going to move up the ramp, get a cancel on that one starport here if they can. No, they actually go straight for the supply depot.
Cyclone's very important as well coming out, and he's going to need repairing later on. But the thing is there's going to be, by the time it comes out, there's going to be at least 4 Marauders. And that's going to hurt. The Reaper's already trying to throw some KD8 charges to buy some time. Almost supply block. Very, very close.
He's got like a depot ASAP, but then his SPVs would die. He still kind of needs them to tank some damage.
Yeah.
88 charge, also a bit of a danger.
Cyclone out.
Yeah, that guy cannot wait to get to work. He's actually going to chase all the way down here, Marine. Thermal's playing this right. He's pulling back. He's waiting for 2 more Marauders. This is a disaster here.
Great little flank. Perfect. I'm surprised he went so far down.
Yeah.
Liberator's on the way. That kind of would help a lot, but he's going to have lost so much by the time that comes out.
Yeah, if that Liberator gets that would be nice, but he's already lost too much. Thermal takes game number 2 for the equalizer here.
I guess we go and check in with yours whilst I'm waiting for the lobby.
Well, I mean, it's just the start of the game, but yeah, we could just jump into my game and have a look here. Oh wait, I need to update the score then.
Oh, oh.
I was not ready.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's 2-1 score.
Hey, our preview monitor's off. I forgot about that one. There you go. I mean, we already have 2 anyway, but...
Yeah, so like, Harstem last game actually opened Stargate, but this time around is going Twilight Council and Robo. And yeah, last game, like I said, was quite uneventful. He went for Oracles that didn't do much and then just died to Hydra Bane attack. And that's what he Laser's known for. There's not too many weaknesses. I'm not sure what Harstem's going to have to, pull out of his hat here to somehow win this series, but it's gonna have to be through some pretty clean games.
Yeah.
Because the Laser looked really good so far in a Dark Shrine opener, looks like.
We're going to be on Proxima Station for game number 3 in my series.
Let's go back to yours.
Let's do that, yes. We don't want to go off route too much here.
You know what makes the Laser so strong, by the way, is that he sees everything. He always opens Pneumatized Carapace.
I love it.
Which there is no counter. You can't be like, I'm going to go Phoenixes, and then... Yeah, no, that wouldn't do well.
It's nice, that. All right, let's get into this game. Up to the top right-hand corner, 1-1 currently, it's HeroMarine. And down at the bottom left-hand corner, we have our red Terran. It's going to be Thermal, who is not going over the other side of the map just yet. So, but one thing I feel is that with how HeroMarine was dominantly commanding that first game, unless Thermal really switches up some of his late-game decision-making, or... well, that's one of his choices. Or he gets just kind of more aggressive in the mid-game and tries to do some damage that way. This is a good map for Proxima Station.
It's weird because Thermal's the one doing the aggression, right? But now HeroMarine was, I don't know, he looked so good in that first game that he was just Thermal on the back foot the entire time, just kind of defending and staying at home. So maybe he just needs to play a whole lot more aggressive. Like, I guess he kind of did that in the previous game, but that wasn't like a real... longer game where he expands in macros.
And that's kind of the beauty of StarCraft, my friend. The fact that, yes, these guys had like a 20-minute game, just people, maybe it wasn't 20 minutes.
The fact that you can cheese and win, just say it.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm about to say it. A 15-minute game, and then literally like a 3 or 4 minute game. You know, the wild variance in what can occur in the strategies based on the hidden information it's beautiful, Todd. I
love it. You want to do these builds on ladder, don't you?
Cheesy builds?
The Proxima order.
Oh, absolutely. If I was still laddering, I would definitely do the Proxima order. I used to be that guy that made one base Void Rays versus Terran. That was fun. That was really fun.
Or you were like a...
That was a long time.
Premonition has or something?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I have a deep affinity with Haas. He's basically my spirit animal.
You wish, man. As is a legend.
That's true. Very true. Did he qualify for Jönköping? He did, didn't he?
Let me double check.
Okay. All right, let's see what's going on while that's happening. Going to be reactors added onto each of the factories.
No, it was Sen and Winter.
Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah. Winter. We don't have enough Europeans going. We thought we'd take one of the Taiwanese spots as well, since we sent a infiltrator, Winter, over to Taiwan.
It's actually... The Taiwanese qualifier for Valencia ends on the 8th of this month. So it's just in a couple days. It has already begun. There's only a couple matches left. Haas is in the winners bracket finals.
Yes.
Oh, lords. This could be a good one.
Yeah, I think with 2 spots available, you still have to get to the grand finals, though. Because there's potential that one of those guys
so
could
he
come
needs
third.
to be nice. I mean, it's a PvP. He's just going to cheese him, right?
Yeah, perfect. Whoa. Oh, what am I? Ooh, runs out. Oh, this is a weird little fight. I guess nobody moves anywhere. Oh. Wait. Wait, what? What? He knew it was there, surely. Oh my god. Maybe he just kind of called his bluff and thought he was going to relocate it. That was a bit interesting. But yeah, loses a Widow Mine. Does Thermal. And this Reaper will not have the best of times against those Marines, although they do quite a bit of damage.
Okay, if we can, let's take a look at my game quickly, because
there's
stuff happening.
Okay.
I think Elaser might have anticipated Hearthstone playing more aggressive because he was so successful in the first game. And he was right. So that's why I think he played Ro16 Ravagers to try and hold on these kind of attacks. Obviously, careful what you wish for, because Immortals are still pretty darn good. He was just attacking over there. I guess if he's dropping a couple units across the place, if he laser defensed it, he's going to be in a good position.
Oh,
he needs to finally get rid of those Immortals.
He's got so many units left. So many Roaches Ravagers.
Yeah, and this is going to be it. He laser takes the 2-0 lead. That was smooth, man.
That was smooth.
Ooh,
well done.
Smooth.
All right, back into Thermal versus HeroMarine, and it's kind of been the similar story from game number 1, of course. We've watched a little bit of it, apart from that Widowmine that was dying in the middle. Is that still the only unit that died? Oh, he lost the Reaper as well. So, really things have not gone that well for Thermal to start off. It hasn't set him back too far. It just means that HeroMarine here will have 1 or 2 more units that are not exactly total army combat unit. Well, 1 more unit. That Reaper got wrecked.
It's like it happens to every game. Like Kelly starts obsessing over one Reaper dying, like tells us about his life story. Like he retired in the mountains, but they called him back to duty.
Not this one. He's been splattered into the ground by that siege tank. Oh my god. Did that auto turret go down out of range of being able to kill any SCVs as well? That's funny. Oh, he lost the Raven, I see.
Yeah,
so he was in trouble.
Use it last second.
What have I clicked?
One last parting shot.
Oh, yes. All right, this one tried to get in, but the Marines were ready and willing to push it away. But behind all this, HeroMarine's not doing too bad in terms of macro. Very even. Even workers. 2 siege tanks, 2 siege tanks. Lots and lots of Marines on the way for HeroMarine soon.
I think I like TvT more than there is no more tank evacs.
I agree.
Yeah, before it was so volatile. It was just about like basically doing a big drop in the main.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's still kind of like that. Like if you drop in the main and siege, but the first one who had the position basically. And it was like split second things where like finally somebody runs out of scan for 1 second and didn't anticipate it, and then you don't. You scan his army and then you see just out of position for 1 sec. Drop those tanks to get those first few shots, and then he feels like he has to fight.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's better now.
I think it looks better.
Even
like
though, like in the other matchups, that plays a big role. Like tanks against Ravagers, they're just like sitting ducks.
Yeah.
Well, ducks that do a lot of damage, to be fair, but nonetheless, sitting ducks waiting to get corrosive piled and sniped.
Ducks with cannons on their backs. I can go with that.
Well, that's a scary picture.
That is.
Like a huge cannon from like one of these boats.
At this point, I'm just imagining it crushing the duck, and the duck's just useless.
Feathers fly all over. As corrosive bile lands, the feathers will fly all across the place.
Poor ducks. This little Marine is not destined for this war for much longer. He either wants to find out what's going on the front. And 2 Marines positioned there for HeroMarine is actually very neat. Able to shut down even just a little excursion, but not this one. But it does keep him guessing his opponent. The Viking count is almost always higher at the moment for Thermal in game 1 and now game 3.
Yeah, that seems to be the one thing he wants to focus on, is having air control so that he can do better with his tanks. But I mean, if he's getting out macroed, it's entirely that relevant. But in this case, that's not true. Like so far in this game, he's done a good job of keeping up in supply.
Scans to see what's behind those Marines in case it was a full frontal push, but it's not going to be. Double auto turret goes down.
Look at these mirrored tensile towers on the minimap.
Get him done.
I already see the Illuminatis from here.
We will have another one going down in this.
Just one. It's funny, he was hesitating. Like, do I go? Yeah. Maybe land the Vikings? Nah. Just gets out.
Raven up to the top left, but it will be spotted quite quickly by Thermal. Now, this is the harassment that Thermal would have loved to have opened up in the previous, in game 1, I should say, but he didn't have any opportunities to. The one thing he's got to be careful of is the fact that there's always a lot of drop potential for HeroMarine, trying to catch some of these units. Finds one Raven. Does he find a second? No.
Apparently, TLO, by the way, already advanced on to the quarterfinals.
What?
And he beat Snoot. That was cool. I mean, ZVZ, man.
Yeah.
ZVZ, creativity, like, it's a dangerous combo.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not safe out there for anyone.
The world's TLO's oyster in that matchup. Does whatever he wants. All right, so these Marines are just going to drop in a position where they can maybe try and do an assault. If he knew that the entire army was in the middle of the map right now, he could have gone in there and lost the Vikings.
The worst yellow?
Pardon?
What did you say just now? The word?
The world's his oyster.
Okay. Well,
It's a...
yeah, with that one. Thought you were going for something like that. Well, could always use some more PT.
No, we have enough. We have enough. TLO's enough. This is a nice little position for Thermal, sieging up on this planetary fortress. Won't do too much yet, though. He really wants to move more in range. Ooh, what was that? I'm not even sure what that was for a moment. Going to try and get a flank here as HeroMarine, realizing that all the Marines were at the north face of these. If he goes, drops his stance, he's Marine positioning.
Yeah, that was a 3-0
Nice. Zoom out even further. Oh, the medevac's revealed those Marines down towards the bottom. He's going to try and go in anyway. Try and break out of this location. Thermal's doing well macro-wise. And he started 3-3 a little bit quicker here than his opponent. Of course, this goal base, though, does need to be shut down.
I guess he found his rhythm. After game one, I was like, you know, all praising HeroMarine and all. But Thermal's still very much in this. Isn't it 1-1, by the way, the score?
Yes. Why does it say that?
I was like, did I forget a game?
I
know
don't
my
know.
memory is bad, but...
Maybe I accidentally pressed it. I swear I put 1-1 at the beginning.
Yeah, you did it.
All right, Tim's in, needs to shut this down, knows that the air control is going to be a big factor and annoyance when he goes in. And he will kill off a lot of the Marines on both sides. Tank's not fully cleaned up on either side. Shelling away at each other. The air dominance is still here for Thermal. Unit counts, what do we have? 5 tanks to 8 tanks in favor of HeroMarine technically, but the Marine number reinforcing for Thermal. Really says it all. There's not much here for HeroMarine.
When Thermal starts finding his rhythm, he's one of the scariest Terran player in the world.
Yeah.
And not too long ago was considered the best European Terran that we've had. These days it's a lot more up in the air.
Liberator's really doing a lot as well. Oh, this could be the nail in the coffin already for HeroMarine. That's so much that he lost there. The planetary fortress is going to try and hold on strong, and it will for a little while longer. All right, HeroMarine has to find an answer, because right now this army is scary. A Thor, is that the answer?
Yeah, it's weird, because I really don't feel like this Thor has been that impactful, but seems when the opponent has air control, you get one Thor.
Yeah, the range isn't bad to be able to try and push away those Vikings. That being said, if the Marines just step forward and start gunning down, it could be difficult. Planetary Fortress dying off slowly. Yeah,
that Planetary Fortress almost has been more expensive than he's brought in terms of minerals. So now the scan's going to go down there. He's taking so much damage. He's going to force the Marine to engage into this.
Making the Marines actually Liberator's focusing on towards those SCVs as well. But these Marines are going to clean this up.
Yeah.
Thermal might have overextended a little bit trying to get this PF.
Wow, and HeroMarine catches up in supply just like that, and he's now fully mining from that gold base.
Thermal's just got his gold base up and running with that Planetary Fortress. It's not like the economies are much different. HeroMarine's ahead.
Thermal never started 3-3, or did it complete?
It completed.
Oh, okay.
So it's just about the armor.
I got worried for a second.
Yeah.
I'm paying attention to the PVZ over there. So I'm like, I look up, I'm like, did he? Oh, he never started. Oh, no, never mind. It's almost finished. The 3 armor.
Yeah, but
plus 3 vehicle weapons is a big deal, though, and that's starting now for Thermal.
And HeroMarine never started even plus 2 vehicle weapons. So the siege tanks for Thermal are going to be significantly
They're going to be scary ducks.
Yeah, that's some big ducks, Todd, against poultry small ducks. I shouldn't use the word poultry. That's,
Would you rather face one cannon back duck?
I knew this was going to happen. or
50 small cannon side ducks. These always get to city so fast.
They really do. I think the best one was like 100 duck-sized Brock Lesnar's, or 1 duck-sized Brock Lesnar. No, I can't do it. Why am I rubbish at this? You get the point, though.
Brock Lesnar has no cardio.
No? Oh, okay. He's fast, man. He's a fast guy for
1 minute, yeah.
For 1 minute. Okay. I'll get Brock Lesnar on the phone.
Do it.
What's up, Brock, mate? How you doing? You know, because he's my best pal.
We're gonna tell him to come beat me up. I'd love to get a couple $100 grand because you overextended.
All right, scans continuing to go down. HeroMarine's fought his way back into this very nicely. Considering Thermal had lay to this land, super easy. 3 medevacs worth of units going to drop on the other side. Going into the mineral line, or even the reinforcements. No, just going to go straight for this.
Thermal needs to match the 3rd central tower that HeroMarine made. Needs to do it soon, Carlisle.
Otherwise, the drops could continue on being. Whoa! Hello. That's a lot of Marines.
Yeah, good engagement by HeroMarine, who steps up in a nice position, but those tank shots will be very scary.
That one Thor did work against those Vikings. I mean, when he pushed in, the Marines cleaned up the majority of them, but the Thor just zoned them so nicely.
And he's starting to pull his weight.
Yeah, there you go.
How heavy do you think the Thor is?
I don't know. He's the Brock Lesnar of the Terran world. Look at him. Really, really strong, massive upper body, and then kind of spindly legs.
I don't see no sword tattoo on the back of the Thor, though.
Oh no, you mean the one? It's the one down his chest. No, it's like I assume it's meant to represent the sword of Damocles. I assume.
Yeah. You know, Drogan is the best way to talk about Brock Lesnar. He always says like, this guy, he should have been born many years ago and been fighting like in a war on a horse with a massive sword, just like slaying people.
That'd be terrifying. Speaking of terrifying, a lot of the damage is going to be done here to Thermal's army. Although that being said, he runs over the position there of HeroMarine. Sometimes those fights are very hard to tell what's going on, but I suppose that extra damage from these siege tanks really paid off a lot.
Thermal cleaned up here.
Yeah. Well, +2 has only just finished on his opponent's siege tanks. So, and it finished right after the fight. So that upgrade is really kicking in here.
Look at how he's posturing forward every time. Scans, knows that the army movement from HeroMarine is going to be very hard to match his. Teams forward.
Yep.
If he can get 1 or 2 tanks every time and trade them for Marines, and in this case it's even more. He gets 3, and this might be it here.
Oh, he brings down even the ones that were reinforcing just at the very back.
And that factory, look at it. It's asking to die, Kailaris.
It really is. It's a sitting duck if I ever saw one. 13 siege tanks against 1, and there's plenty of Marines left over. GG, Thermal takes the lead 2-1. Very well executed game.
Yeah, nicely done here. Perhaps we can take a look at my game. There is some stuff happening. It's not like we're taking full-on fights. I mean, we're on sequencer, so the best you're going to get is basically the max out and then the clash. So Harstem, he's taking his sweet time. He's going for Tempest, knowing that there could be Broodlords and there will be Broodlords. That's a big Zealot Warpin.
Oh, that's a big Zealot Warpin.
They came from behind. They're not flying machines now, but... Oh, nice one goal. Look at the Baneling trade to clean.
Oh, that's what we need. If someone could just package in a gyrocopter to StarCraft 2, that'd be great. Just so we can get that voice line.
There would go the Midas. That'd be the dream.
Yeah.
Gyrocopters with the castle upgrades. Yeah, it's insane.
Great fun.
Even can be destroyers.
Yeah.
Tempest now on the way. It's weird to see Tempest before Broodlords even start, but obviously like it won't necessarily win you the game. We've seen Protoss go to longer games against Zerg and do really well previously though, when they were able to get their ideal army. Is the music on? We always get this.
For you, I don't...
It should be, but it's just so quiet.
Yeah, it was quiet, I think.
It was on. I'll try to raise that a little bit after.
Yeah.
Give me your percentages next time.
Oh yeah, 45-25. That's how I always do it.
45-25?
45-25. 45 thingy volume.
40-40.
40-40. Where is Golden? I think
Best
he was
me.
right now. Anyway, let's get into my game now as well. Thank you very much, Todd, for your update. I'd love to watch a mothership fly around for 20 minutes.
Well, what wasn't much of an update, but
yeah.
thanks.
We have what looks like another proxy going on. Up to the top left, it's going to be HeroMarine. And down at the bottom right, it's going to be Thermal going for the cheekies.
Keeping it real.
I like it. I think it might be
Reaper, I think, this time with the location. Yeah. And if you look at the ramp, like how far away it is and like where you would have to go, it'd be much harder here to make Marauders work. And look at where Reapers can get in here. Boom. See that little ledge?
Easy life.
There should be a sign there. Entry prohibited.
Yeah.
Watchdog is
Watchdog.
a rabbit dog. A rabbit dog. That'd be very scary.
No
But
trespassing.
Reapers will still go up.
Yeah.
A rabbit dog is nothing to worry about when you have KDA charge.
The only thing they have to be scared about is a whole pack of rabbit dogs. And
Oh
then
yeah, that would be another story.
That would be another story.
Like a pack of lions.
Oh, exactly. All right. Well,
This is weird, by the way. That one Elaser Hearthstone game, like
yeah.
Elaser went into mass static defense and is camping Broodlords.
Oh.
Almost feels like Wings of Liberty-esque.
He has the amazing skin.
Oh my god.
I don't care if
It
it's
looks
against
so
the rules.
disgusting.
No, it looks cool. Look, it's a beautiful butterfly.
God.
Can we show it? Can we show the? I know.
Our producer will lose his mind. by
Yeah,
the way.
he. All right, Reapers are on the way for you, Thermal. I suppose we should. Oh, there we go. Look at it. It's beautiful.
It looks disgusting, like properly disgusting.
It's beautiful. All right, we should go back to the Reapers. Thanks. Martin, what a legend. Oh, he made a supply depot here, but now he sees the 2 Reapers jumping in. He has 1 Reaper. And
He would have needed more. Can he wall off maybe so that next Reapers can get in? That would be sick.
Hellions being produced. Yeah,
He could have, yeah.
maybe. No.
I would take too much.
Yeah, there's also, I think they can slip up here and then go up there.
Oh, when Reaper dies,
Whoa! KD8 charges
he has to
everywhere.
get out. Look at the supply depot.
Look at it. So the problem is the Hellion presents a very large issue for these Reapers. If it sits in the right spots, waiting for them to come up.
By the way, those sequencer PVZs,
They go forever.
we're about to have another one of those epic ones. Like
Yeah.
Elaser moves across the map with mass Hydralisk, lost everything, killing nothing. And he will be in full turtle mode here. As carrier production now starts for Hearthstone.
Liberator.
It's gonna be another one of those games.
It is going to be another one of those games. It's crazy, that map. So 4 Reapers are out at the moment. These 2 Reapers are on a mission to find one. Oh! Nope. 3
Let's
Reapers.
get out.
He's done a good job of actually splitting up these Reapers to try and find some damage here and there. But with the Liberator about to come out, it's going to go over the other side of the map and try and put some pressure. Oh, he killed a Hellion! Oh! Oh! Legend Hellion hits 2. 2 for the price of 1. It's a bog-off Hellion.
Yeah, so this really hasn't done that much, but your thermal's ahead on the walk accounts. How much did he kill? Well, 6 STV is not too bad, to be fair.
Yeah.
For 3 Reapers, I
But-
guess that was worth it.
Now this is a problem.
That Viking cannot come out soon enough. He's like, please come out.
Help!
Chrono Boost does.
Why have I not Protoss? Yeah, a bit difficult. Gonna reposition. Get the SCV making this command center. And then he's gonna have to get on out.
What'd you go into your pig voice?
I don't know. Oh, he gets another Hellion. Wait, how many units are there here? Okay, there is the Cyclone, so these Reapers can't be too impactful just yet. And that's popped.
Good old Blood Boil with the wine gas in that pocket expansion.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to take it, but they have to take it.
Sorry, boys.
Because he would be too exposed on the other side. Whoa, you thermal. That's going to do quite a bit here. He can even move away from the auto turret if it lands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he didn't get the SCV.
No, he didn't.
If this was a MOBA, your thermal would be the patient guy that didn't tower dive.
No, indeed.
Even though there was a support down there. There was a Uther trying to run away.
Yeah. Uthers never actually heal you, though. Oh, they do. Yeah, they do at the moment. Because they can give you armor when they heal you. It's kind of
As soon
crazy.
as I mentioned Hero, it's good on Rambles.
I mean,
It's like nobody gets it, man.
no, you're right. Apart from you, kind of. Yeah, but I say, fair play, you're good at heroes, but I only say kind of because you don't know New Uther, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, Marine's gonna die. Oh, that's Siege Tank. Zoning out.
Get the hell out. Get off my snowy lawn.
Yeah, get off it.
Clean that snow if you want, but don't come back otherwise.
If you're coming back, at least bring a snow shovel, mate. It's too
They
bad.
like start KDA charging all over the place. It's useless. It just splashes around.
It's not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, you dummy, you need a shovel.
That's why we said, get a shovel.
Oh, that was so sick. Elaser, he neuraled 2 oracles that were tagging his army and then killed them with his own corruptors.
Nice.
There goes you guys, Harston.
Make more of them. You say there goes you guess Harston. But he does have 4K back.
Yeah. I mean, it's sequencer. Like, they're only getting started, I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
18 minutes in.
Oop. Popping a few more STVs there. Workers killed. 10 against 4. Euthermal, with his actual army though, has to be a little. Oh no, he's got 2 tanks. He's fine. This is going very much so his way at the moment.
Barracks gonna land. How many barracks does he have at home?
He had none before that.
Oh, he has 2.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So.
I'm gonna be seeing mech anytime soon, so might as well use these 2 that he built across the map.
Yep. I think the Reapers actually kept the Marine count down pretty good. Okay, they got a few kills here and there. Those siege tanks. Oof. Oh, what did I press?
No, I just wanted to see the status on like Steam Pack and stuff, because Euthermal was only making his add-ons now, but it looks like they're both quite delayed. Did HeroMarine get any yet?
Add-ons?
No, upgrades.
Oh, G. No.
Oh. All right, well.
There you go.
Apparently you don't need to be on sequencer to see this kind of game where the text delayed a lot and you see a lot of... Actually, never mind, on sequencer you don't even see early game skirmishes. That is some delayed tech here and upgrades from both of them because of, I guess, the proxy Reaper aggression.
I just needed Dan speak to my previous observing and then we would have been good to go. But, well, it's going to be those barracks on the way, as you mentioned. There's the upgrades, as you mentioned. More barracks.
What do you think is the best dancing unit in StarCraft?
The Oracle's like a disco
sure.
ball, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best.
I've only ever seen it like a few times, maybe like twice. A long time ago as well. Nobody really dances the units anymore.
Yeah, those who did, I guess they all retired, so you might not want to do it.
Yeah, after losing.
Prelude for what's to come.
Yeah. Alright, Siege Tank's going to shut down one of those auto turrets. But Euthermal does have to be a little bit scared of this, because the Viking count is very much so in HeroMarine's favor right now.
A couple of players used to dance a lot. Remember Kung Fu Panda?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Had a couple early ones.
Yeah.
That he ended up paying for.
Oh my god, there's so many auto turrets. The Vikings landed. I don't know if HeroMarine, as much as HeroMarine's getting quite a good trade here, landing all of his Vikings and then potentially sacrificing them is going to hurt, although he's lost a lot of mining time as Euthermal.
These Vikings are going on the rampage again. Whoa!
Lift it up! You could hunt down the Raven. Get some shots in. Get some cheeky shots in. Alright, there's going to be the Amari on the way in the back as well. He has double, but... Oh, okay, he already has +1.
I kind of missed Ghosts in TvT. I wish like they were more prevalent.
Get to the Ghost Viking army.
Dear God, we're getting a massive fight in the Hearthstone game, but I think he's about to recall.
He must.
Or maybe he's not.
I guess he just
still fighting.
What can the Broodlords even do though?
Die. That was so weird. There's not that many spawns either. I think this is how almost every game on Sequencer goes by as well. Like too in PvZ, it's like they just sit back. Protoss builds the unbeatable army. And they just gonna end up winning unless they really mess up somewhere.
Do you know what I like about the newest skins that they released for StarCraft? Is
that they are new?
Well, but they thought quite heavily about what units were being used, right? So, yeah, they use Broodlords a lot. The capital ship. Yeah, Protoss uses carriers a lot.
There's not many units that are not being used, right?
I suppose, but Battlecruiser, they gave the 2 capital ships a skin, but for Terran they gave the Viking, right? Not the Battlecruiser. Because Battlecruiser is uncommon, but Viking isn't.
We see a couple, you're right. We don't see BCs as much, maybe.
Yeah. So it's nice that we kind of thought about that, I think.
I would just love it if later I hear that, like, you know, those guys that make those decisions, they were watching the show just now, and they'd be like, actually, we just wanted some random skins, you know, we're picking this randomly. No, you're right. Like,
I hope that's the case. I hope I'm totally wrong. That'd just be funny. Getting himself to command center here, does Thermal. That's a great snipe out. He's got to be careful, though, about posturing around in the middle of the map. He is 20 army supply down. And now... he might be caught between a rock and a hard place here, Todd. He's trying to get out. Run away! There's no medevacs to evacuate this now. It's kind of crazy. But he's... I think he realizes he's stuck in no man's land here. And now he's trying to run away.
Literally.
Ah!
Look at these guys.
Oh, he's juked him. But now they need to get back to defend.
Get juked, son.
No, 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 no. No, this is wrong.
He got debated.
Is he just gonna... He's just gonna go with those Marines. The HeroMarine's going back. That was my
Check out those Marines.
noise. Huh?
Yeah, they don't have any medivacs. They're just odd.
They're just here.
They just look like a bunch of Spartans, but really fragile.
Yeah. Oh god, now really, really fragile. But they've done a lot of damage.
Oh my god, if you can get the tech!
Oh, get up! Picks up, runs away! Gets the CVs! I can't believe they were just chilling in the middle of the map, and look how much damage they've done!
What's going on? This was not supposed to do that much.
No.
You know when he saw them and he got excited, like he was thinking the same as me, like they're exposed, but guess what? They took their steam pack and they got a few kills.
Now the big problem is that HeroMarine's army right now looks like that. Does he just go?
Ooh, that number.
And kill?
He's probably gonna want to attack here very soon, but I think he realized that HeroMarine's been the one on the aggression. Keep in mind it's 2-1 for HeroMarine. Like HeroMarine, like he makes a big mistake there, it's over, right? Like
yeah.
He falls down to the losers bracket. So I think that's why maybe he's taking his sweet time, but yeah, usually it's very rare that in this kind of game you get close to maxing out and then you don't really do anything with it.
Mm. Well, this is a drop right here to the right-hand side. So he doesn't have a sensor tower up there to do thermal. Oh, this is going to hurt. Especially since the Viking and the Raven have actually moved out of position to defend the fourth base as well. And he's going to go straight on it. New thermal. This is a bit of a catastrophe for him. He's going to drop some auto turrets. Try and deal with this. A little bit of an army fight towards the middle, actually. Can this clean up? There was a siege tank set up already in the mid of this middle base.
There's quite a few stuff happening in the PvZ over there, by the way, at the same time. Okay, there is quite a bit happening in the TvT, so we'll wait a little bit.
In both games, and Liquid Thermal realizes he has to kind of do some damage, considering he got kind of caught out of position with his pants down at his main base, and looking to do some damage towards his natural here. But this gold base is still mining with these tanks available.
So odd. It's just like kind of down there with tanks. It's kind of hard to attack into.
It's getting evened up though.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna have 3-3 soon. GG. Okay, so 2-2, 2-2-1. Maybe 3-3-1 against 2-2. Against 2-2-1.
Yeah, this could be really good here for HeroMarine. Potentially the equalizer if he can achieve that gold base. If I don't know, this is so weird. Like, would he go?
It's held. With the planetary fortress there.
Yeah, but he has a Viking down there.
He wants to just
trying.
bring down
Oh
the
my
army.
god, these tanks!
Oh,
a lot of them are on the right-hand side, not doing any shooting right now. And if HeroMarine can clean up,
drops down units right next to them as
drops
well.
Tanks on tanks.
Oh, but Thermal has got a supply lead right now in workers and army supply.
Yeah, he
oh
cleaned
my
up,
god!
Cleaned up eventually.
Still doing. Oh, he cleaned up in the main as well. He lost a bit of his infrastructure, but not much. HeroMarine is waning on the corrupted ground. You're right.
These tanks, man, they're powerful ducks.
And he's going to lift up some more units here and try and drop them across these siege tanks, but there's too many siege tanks.
These are not the Anaheim Ducks, let me tell you that.
No? Wait, are the Anaheim Ducks basketball or?
Hockey, I think.
Oh, hockey, yeah, of course. Why
Just
would
a
Ducks
joke.
be playing basketball?
I don't even know.
The barracks goes down, lifts up some more units, wants to drop across them. He could have picked up and ran away. Oh. Now he loses his medevacs as well. All right, we're done, Todd. Is it done?
Yeah, and like they GG'd and left the game, but there's this new option called Rewind.
Rewind!
So I clicked on it.
Oh, nice.
So that a couple Protosses out there can get very excited about watching that fight.
Uh-huh.
Do you think we got time? Yeah, we got time.
We have time.
Let's take a look at my game 1 second. Oh, damn, they will see my messages. Can we have a look at my screen? Yeah, just for 1 sec. Let's see. So there's this army against, where is it? It's down there. I'll speed it up a bit.
Okay.
And this was tagged, by the way. Like, so basically, Harstem just kept on getting cost-effective trades. By the way, who needs 5 high temp loss when you can get 7 with full energy? This is what happens.
Oh,
Close your eyes, Zerk. Close your eyes.
Wait, what? He
Don't
just
look.
stood there. I mean, I guess he had to. I don't know. Oh, that was brutal.
So it's not 2-1 laser in that series.
Meanwhile, big drop going on for thermal into the main base of HeroMarine. HeroMarine moving aggressively down towards the middle as well of the map. And HeroMarine losing some of his infrastructure. This game has been back and forth. Pew, pew, pew. Here comes HeroMarine now, looking to get into the supply lines. Does so quite effectively. 4 siege tanks at the back, doing well themselves. This is neck and neck. So the game one was unparalleled, but this one is definitely parallel between the two. Gets the command center. Gonna get for a starport as well. This drop continues on. All the reinforcements for HeroMarine are just kind of rallying to one location so that they can eventually push that down. But both players are significantly supply blocked right now, with thermal making the brunt force of
Oh, so you were looking, yeah?
I was, of course. Got it. Especially when it's red.
Yeah.
The red supply is the more fun supply.
It's the red letters. Red supply is fun supply.
He's supply blocked. It means I can go crazy about it.
This eBay is upgrading. Well, it's not anymore.
Oh, that got wrecked.
The factory as well was. It's not gonna catch up on that then. That's a big snipe, to be fair.
Yeah. 100 armor supply against 82. I just feel that thermal needs to do something beyond this gold-based location and get himself some more supply. A lot of supply depots. He doesn't have money for it.
Stop saying that word. What's the tank count?
Unit counts 7 against 5.
Yeah, that's the only thing that thermal has going for him, is that he's got a couple more tanks, but those are, some of them are trapped elsewhere. Oh, that's a good clean up there.
Yeah, not too bad.
Maybe able to get a couple of minutes.
He loaded
Oh
them.
my god.
Oh, baited.
Wow.
Oh my god. And he's going to get on some of these.
What you mean is debated?
Yeah, the Twitch means, yeah. That one.
He's gonna get on top of the production there, but thermal is down to so little supply already. How is he ever supposed to clean that up?
Yeah.
Almost has no reinforcements there. Some sort of real base trade, but that gold base, I feel almost has won the game by itself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at this.
Look at them.
They're beautiful. Yeah, this looks like a done deal here for HeroMarine. This location is going to have to be broken eventually. And when it is, I mean, thermal really doesn't have much army left to him at all. It will be 2-2 in a moment's time, unless the miracle happens. Oh, even siege tanks on this playground above where the gold base is. Nice.
I don't see thermal able to do it here anymore at this point. He's just too little. HeroMarine, man, that was sick. What an insane game here. Really back and forth, trading blow for blow, tank for tank.
Yeah, pretty crazy. A lot of base trade weirdness going on. And then...
That would be a game 5.
Oh, to the help, to the tank. Let's go, drop it on everything.
Yes, he's a little bit late to the party here.
There you go, GG, 2-2.
Pulling the boys, not gonna do it. And yeah, we're back in game 4 now of Harstem against the Laser. It just kind of started, man. Every time we jump into these games. They have just started. Harstem's been playing Stargate for the most part. It's funny because like Harstem finally won a map, but what did it take? It took Sequencer and a sick turtling game where he built the perfect army to eventually win. It feels like they would need to host on Terminus 3 for him to have a Alvani Research Station cross map.
Yeah.
For him to be able to do well again. I don't know, like on a smaller map like this, I just feel like Laser is going to be able to be successful like he was in the first 2 maps. So it's going to be tough for Harstem for sure.
Mm-hmm. Seems that way. Going to be sending that Adept forwards with the Shade Oracle being produced. And as always, good old pneumatized Carapace going down.
Yeah, it's so good. Like if you're a Zerg player and you have a hard time playing solid against Protoss, just do this.
And then you'll know everything.
Yeah, take this build of a Laser, just scout with your overlords with pneumatize carapace and get out of there.
Yep. Big fan of it.
You'll know how Protoss is taking. Obviously, don't blame me if you lose. Like, it might be up to your macro and something else, your speed.
StarCraft 2 is a game of hidden information, but when you've got pneumatized carapace, nothing's hidden, Todd.
Actually, the funny thing is you could still hide something if you think about it. Like, Zerg is so focused about scouting what's in your base. Imagine if Harstem hit a probe down there and made like 6 gates, then flew a prism across the map. That if you don't see the additional gates, it's very hard to read into, you know, it being an all-in. So it could work.
Could. Or maybe not. That's it. 2-2 on the way here between Thermal and HeroMarine for game number 5.
Yeah, we can check that out. I'm sure there's going to be more happening.
Yeah.
For the most part. In that, I just missed a couple drones dying.
You're getting your observing groove on.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really slow. I guess that was from an Oracle, even though he didn't lose it. Where is it? The struggle, man. Oh, yeah, that was that one.
I had this weird sensation there where I'm observing a TvT and then I heard gateways warping in, changing to warp gates. I'm like, what's happening? Ah!
Imagine if they're in the warp gate, man.
No, please.
Medivac's heal, fly across the map, Medivac boost, and then they warp in.
Medivac's warp in?
I don't think so, man. Like, they steal the Protoss technology. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
StarCraft 3. The Terrans are back. They're so fed up with the Protoss mechanics, they stole them.
Everyone just gets everybody's tech. That'd be crazy.
Oh. Wow. Should we stay there for a bit?
Oh, a Nidus. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's nothing going on in this. Let's stay there.
Well, can Harstem even spot this? Oh, what?
What was there? What was it?
The Evo, maybe?
Maybe.
Where was it remade?
He just needs to zone out the Phoenix, right?
Oh, he canceled the Evo. Because he's been going to Fallout 1 Evo every game and then getting +1. This is a sick mind game.
Oh my god. 9 roaches.
Because Harstem's been going Stargate.
He has no units.
Yeah, he doesn't... I mean, he's got a couple.
Oh, he's got a few.
But it's not that many. Oh, these guys, by the way. Ooh! Force field. If he had landed a little bit earlier, would have trapped everything. There we go. Does Harstem see it?
He did. He saw it. I think he threw it at a pylon there for the reason.
Yeah.
Must be.
He's going to get in that location. How many queens? There's quite a few. 5, 6. That's at least 4 transfuses, I think, available.
Supply 44 to 36. There goes
we
the
go.
overcharge, but the queens are already out. They're focusing down the mothership core. Oh! The Phoenix picks it up to make sure that it's not going to get any more damage on towards that mothership core.
Oh, there's at least one more overcharge here that's going to be used. It looks like Harstem's cleaning up for now.
Zealot's in a good place. Here comes the Immortal
he
as
didn't
well.
evacuate with everything. I think he wanted to reload up and then unload into that third base. Stasis Ward here might be good.
Would
I
be.
don't know. Or maybe just attack.
Actually, Stasis Ward would have been sick.
He would have trapped only one unit, the first one that came out, I guess. Potentially.
Yeah.
That's an easy cleanup. That's so weird because like Elaser was so successful in game 1 and 2 that for him to do this, like, I feel like you must be quite certain he's going to be successful when you do this kind of build. Whereas now it's been defended fairly easily for the most part so far from Harstem, and I don't think he's going to die to it.
All right.
Oh god. No. No!
Oh, don't you want creepy?
The mothership because they are late. Actually, he should be on that base maybe. I guess he's afraid there will be another Nidus. This is almost like discouraging the Nidus. Because this gives vision.
Yeah.
You need vision to start a Nidus, and there's no Overlord here. The Phoenix preventing that. Harstem's so confident he moves out.
Yeah, I think he has enough to push back roaches.
Woo,
The 2 Immortals doing a lot.
Yeah, he needs to save the sentries, that's the thing. And behind this, Templar Archives on the way, more gates.
That infestation bit's early.
This is for like Desperation Swarm Host, maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
Elaser doesn't have enough gas to go for Infestors, I think. Yeah. Boom.
And his Swarm Host play was good the last time we actually watched it.
Yeah, but
it's
like in this game is
now.
way behind.
Yeah,
54 walkers to 68. Like this is Elaser is supposed to get slaughtered in the next few minutes.
Yeah, it seems that way. There's not much going on in here just yet, Todd, between Thermal and HeroMarine, so we can keep on yours for the moment.
All right.
Just a small bit of harass.
Getting those Catalyst status reports, man. Never thought we'd get them.
There you go. It was just 1 kill with Reaper harass, and that's it. Pretty similar from there on out.
We should put you on the panel next tournament.
I am on the panel.
Yeah, but I mean, as an analyst, you just follow your own game.
I can follow
Just
games.
like get carried away, start casting the game. And there you go, guys, done and dusted.
Yeah, I'd
They would
definitely
just
do
look
that.
at you like, what?
I can give you reports, but...
Oh, this is sick. Like, this is not defendable over there if he makes it, right? Oh, Hearthstone's actually going all the way around. Oh my god, if you can kill the Nidus after these Swarmos are out. I was going to say the Swarmos are going to come out and launch Locust towards there.
He should start another one instantly somewhere else. With this army being that far
okay,
away.
so he's going to go there.
Yeah.
That's going to be too far. And then he's going to send the Locust for the main. What does Hearthstone do, actually? He needs to warp in units there knowing that he's going to be there, because he spotted that. Maybe a couple of Zealots to buy time, some overcharges. Where's Mothership? I mean, he's just going to attack, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, all of this Nidus thing is very expensive eventually for the Zerg. So Hearthstone kept expanding. Kept
How would
stopping
you mimic the sound of the Swarmos walking? How would you say it sounds?
a swarm host walking?
Yeah.
I can't remember the sound. It's too
No,
low
I mean,
to
like,
hear it.
How would you make a funny sound? That sounds like these guys walking.
It's kind of like a muffin walking with little legs. So kind of a squishy sound.
I don't know, man. Muffins are delicious. I look at this, I'm like, hell no.
No? No. There you go. Walks like that. But faster, because they do walk a lot faster now than they used to.
Whoa, what? Lead beacon? I guess like Hearthstone's confident, but usually like you can just do a Warp Prism in the main, mass Zealot and finish it.
Yeah.
That is a lot of Swarmos, oh my god.
It really is. He was just making tons of them.
Dude. That is insane. Is he making 4 more?
How many does he have right now? Press U.
20. What?
That's insane.
They take so much supply as well. It's not like you can make much more.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy was on patrol. What a bro.
Good job, Zealot.
Oh, he's still doing the... Oh, that's the smart. You don't want to overextend too much. To be fair, Hearthstone's not.
Some autos
well.
harassment by HeroMarine in my game. Not much. 6 kills. He's up by about 20 supply though so far.
Yeah.
101 to 82 right now.
I feel like this should have concluded already, but Laser's still trying, still being very patient. I think he's hoping that Hearthstone will overextend. In which case, if he throws away too many units, not killing that much, maybe Laser can somewhat counter and salvage this game. Still making Swarmos. What is this? 28! 29!
29 Swarmos. Oh, now he stopped. No, was that Roaches just then?
Yeah, it was Roaches, but
Okay.
I mean, 29 Swarmos? Like,
It's pretty mental. I mean, if you wanna draw a game out long, I suppose that's one way to do it with something that isn't Broodlords or something. I don't know.
Hearthstone's taking his sweet time. He wants to break him down mentally. He's toying with his food at this point.
Yeah.
But to be fair, 29 Swarmos are not very good against mass air itself if they have to fight. Clearly, these guys don't attack air, but they can be good against buildings. If you can land these locusts nearby, there's going to be a cancel Nexus here, surely. Look at these guys trying to chase. Tag!
That's right.
Oh, wow.
The Void Rays, they're the answer.
This is so sick. Now he's going to see him like forever, basically.
Just like they were in that game where Laser was making Swarmos before. I wanted that one Void Ray, if you recall. Who was he playing against? A Protoss, and he made a Void Ray, and it was eventually able to push them away slightly. Good answer. I like it.
That was spotted. Oh! What does he know? Oh, that's the real Zealot. I thought that was the changeling.
Oh,
I thought
yeah?
that was how he got vision. Hearthstone has done really well of leaving Zealots a little bit everyone spotting these. There we go.
Nice.
GG.
And into my game now, we have a bit more harassment coming from HeroMarine.
A bit more harassment. It's an actual attack, mate.
Yeah, I suppose. His army, he just kind of started dwarfing it after he got those 9 motor kills.
Mineral harassing him. With 3 tanks, 4 tanks.
Yeah, there you go. Although, Thermal still has the air advantage once again in this game. And the tanks will subside. Nope. Tough scam. Has to. It's expensive, though, to make this kind of attack at all constantly.
And the table start turned, by the way, in that E-Laser Hearthstone series. E-Laser was crushing and was 2-0, and then Hearthstone won 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
2 first series we picked, 2
I
5
know.
maps.
Crazy. I think everybody else is done, you know. I'm not 100%
I'll
sure on
check,
that.
actually.
I think.
Check for some updates. T-Drogo beat Namshar 3-0, very impressive. So he will go up against TLO. Nurture's 2-0 against Optimus. And Zenster beat Showtime 3-1. Wow.
This could be the nail in the coffin here if he's not careful. Oh, the retreat. A few more Marines coming.
So you were talking about Showtime. I was like, wow, that's a little bit harsh.
No, no. These Marines are going up ham on this command center. Vikings as well as all turrets going to land next to this. Very good, impressive stuff here by HeroMarine to start. He did have a Raven doing a bit more damage. 25 workers have died off. He's loading up more units. If he gets these over there and puts the frontal assault on, 7 tanks to 0. And he's doubling his opponent's Marine count. Come on, air advantage. Can you make a difference?
Yeah, Vikings gonna get a snipe on that. HeroMarine has done a very good job of negating this AR control for the most part, I feel like. Because sometimes, like, if you're on point with Vikings, you can just keep on going forward, sniping medivacs, denying air vision from the opponent, and just for so many scans.
And here comes a drop again. Drop the scan towards the third base.
That was the last second block here on that landing.
Yeah.
Actually, these Marines went quite far. Lefty tanks exposed here. Even as TVs were fighting for a second.
Vikings have to land.
HeroMarine's cleaning up.
Thermal thinks he's in trouble, and he knows it. GG.
Wow.
HeroMarine 3-2.
Congratulations to him. Good job.
Yep. Not bad at all. That means my next port of call for the mainstream will be a round of 8 match.
Yeah, quarterfinals.
Yes.
Man, we were talking about HeroMarine maybe getting his rematch against Showtime. Well, Showtime lost to Zenster 1-3. And this changes everything. That is insane, man. I don't know what's going on. Harstem and Elaser are taking a little bit of time to start. Maybe we can do a break quick?
I think we can. We'll do that, and I will find my round of 8 match while that's continuing on as well, I suppose.
All right.
So we're going to go to a short break. When we're back, more WCS Challenger playoffs coming at you.
Let's end this thing once and